Yeah.
Hello and welcome to MFCP Woodworking. My name is John. This is our start the year video, kind of a retrospective on last year and what to expect this year. Basically, it's called Challenges and Goals. I've learned a lot in the past year. A lot of things were very new to me. The platform's new to me. I've done online content writing, but not actual video work, even though I've had public speaking training. Although listening to me, you might find that a little hard to believe. I'm not that comfortable in front of the video camera yet, but I'll get there. I learned about making thumbnails, which have made a huge difference. I've learned about making regular content, what I've not been good at. That's one thing we want to change in the new year. I want to try to get a video out every Friday. Failing that, we're going to try to get them out every Sunday. Friday's preferable. I honestly think we'll get more views if we do it on that day just before the weekend instead of at the tail end of the weekend. But it means getting video footage in advance and making it ready. As far as challenges go, a lot of my stuff is wood turning. That's hard to do this time of year. My shop is very small and cramped. It is semi-outdoors. It is not heated. We're trying to rectify those things. We wanted to build a full greenhouse onto the back of the hunt camp we live in here. That hasn't happened. We have not amassed enough materials yet. Time is an issue. We're collecting we're collecting long, thin pieces of thin logs for making a frame. And when we're done, that greenhouse will be, because it's going to get built, it's just a matter of time. We wanted to do it before the winter. We wanted to do it at the beginning of the winter. It might not happen before the spring. It all depends when we've got our material and the time and everything comes together for it. It'll be 12 feet by 24 feet, which is more than an adequate shop. It will cover the area of the current shop. The current shop is an 8 by 8 lean-to pile of garbage attached to the back of the building here. We are going, before the greenhouse can go all the way up, we have to at least tear the roof off of that. That means once the roof's off, I believe we can take the rest of it down within the insides of the greenhouse. We're talking a major amount of work here. For the time being, so that we can work in there, I have tarp back over the one wall. We had a problem, the tarp was getting old. The wall was just made of tarp on frame. The tarp kept blowing in. We kept having windstorms that would come just at that angle that would blow it out. We've replaced the tarp. I had tarp left over from the past. I used to work demolition and I collected quite a bit. In fact, I had enough white tarp to cover the entire building we're living in right now, if that's what we wanted to do with it. Been good. That's a big challenge, getting our space. When I come home from work, it's dark. When I leave for work, it's dark. We have to have a light in there, but I can, with gloves on, do wood turning or do other work in the shop area. But it does limit me. It's not that pleasant in there. The other thing we do is carving. I've done some whittling. I'm not that great. I'm a beginner. But you know what? I can make some nice stuff. Hair sticks, letter openers. In fact, at the end of this week, we're doing one on letter openers, and we're going to do promotions this year. We're going to do giveaways, and we're going to start with Friday. We're going to do the main rule is that if you want to be eligible for our giveaways, you need to be a subscriber. We'll give you the other rules afterwards. They're simple, straightforward. I'm not trying to make it difficult for people. Basically, I want subscribers. I want to know what you want to win. Okay, if you want to win it, you got to tell me. You got to at least enter. And that's the basics of it. So if you're listening to this and you subscribe now, that's good enough. You're eligible for any promotions that come up through the entire year. and I'm intending there to be a lot of them. Right now we're a little limited. I'm paying everything out of my own pocket, and making these things doesn't cost hardly anything, but shipping it is the key. Shipping from Canada to anywhere within Canada, outside of Canada, is not cheap. And what I can send right now that doesn't cost too much is thin stuff. If I can put it in a flat envelope, I can send it fairly cheaply anywhere in the world. And that's important because I learned from my promotion during the past year that anywhere in the world means somebody way away from here could win. We did a hair stick promotion where we offered a free pair of hair sticks. My winner was in St. Petersburg, Russia. We sent it there. It didn't cost that much because of the likes of, but I do want to do better stuff. I want to do my wine goblets. I think people would find that really good. And I like to reward the people who are listening to me putting up with our channel. So time is a big challenge. The shop situation is a big challenge. Materials isn't as much of a challenge because I can get enough materials to keep me busy virtually full time if I want it. It's in the bush. I go out and get it. I've got acres and acres of brush and actual wood from firewood and stuff that I have access to that I can get for nothing. And some of it is pretty nice wood. The cherry, I've got some elm. There is some nice stuff in there that I can work with. It's nice to work with. As far as goals go, right now I've got 33 subscribers. To be monetized, where I can be paid by YouTube, that doesn't mean I'm getting paid, but I can be paid, I have to have 1,000. This year, we want to try to get that 1,000. That's a huge undertaking. But it's going to mean I got to do some things consistently. We got to get out a video more professional quality than we've done in the past. We got to get one out every week. I'd like to do more. If we can do more, we'll do more in between. But Fridays in the afternoon, we want to get one loaded up with a nice looking thumbnail, attractive, something that makes sense, something that's valuable for my listeners. And we're going to get there. We're going to start with these things. We'll be videotaping it later today because it's got to be ready on Friday. These are letter openers, and we're going to do a giveaway on them. I'm not kidding. The rules will be in that video, and it'll come up this Friday. We'll probably do another one along those lines next Friday attached to it, but while we're doing that, we'll be working at other stuff. I got to get some lathe work on there. I've got an order from a tentative order. This person expressed that they wanted one. I want to make a set of them, a production run, and that way that person will have their pick. From that, though, I want to open an Etsy store so that some of my nicer stuff that's not being just given away will go on that Etsy shop. Selling through my own website, which I haven't been able to maintain well, hasn't gone that well, but we'll do better. I'm just going to do a time check here with my videographer here. What are we at?
8 minutes and 50 seconds.
Okay, so our time is working out very well. I only want to go this a little over. I want this only to be a little bit more than 10 minutes. We want to get the subscribers. We want to get the view time. I want it to be worth people looking at. Biggest difference for me, if it's a good video, it's doing well. I've got a good video that I made, the actual first one I made. It's almost at 800 views. And it generates its own stuff. The thumbnail is good. People come and look at that one regularly. It's steady. And that's what I'd like to see happening with a lot of them. I am working in conjunction with my son who runs the channel Amy2. He does a lot of gaming. He does a lot of reaction to stupid stories and things like that on there. He does some fun stuff on his channel. We're linked whether we intended it that way or not. Our subjects are completely different. If you like that stuff, by all means, go to Amy2. Look at his stuff, subscribe. He's put an awful lot of work into it. He's ahead of me on subscribers for now. We're hoping to turn that around, but I find every time I get subscribers, he seems to get subscribers, so he stays about the same amount ahead of me as he was the whole time. So if I get to the point where I got 1,000 subscribers, he may have 1,000 and might be getting paid as well, which is what we'd like to see. Because as soon as I'm getting paid, as soon as not everything's coming out of my pocket, it'll be a little easier to give out more interesting incentives to people who watch my stuff as rewards. Anyway, that should cover my time. I appreciate all my subscribers. I appreciate everybody who's taken the time to listen to my stuff over the past year or so. The coming year is going to be better. It's going to show more. And even if I fail at my minimum goals, even if I'm not getting there, it's going to be better. We're putting forth the effort to make it happen. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and thanks for watching. Have a good day.